shimmering, the blaze of a dying star, rays glimmering, flares flash and glare from afar. The tiniest flicker on the edge of the sky, supernovas collapse in the blink of an eye. The many will call on the deeds of the few. We will see this burden through. But if we find our way back home again, is there something left to say? What if we find ourselves alone again? Is there something left to say? This trust will not be torn apart. Control the violence in your hearts. We gave our lives to Normandy. We've been breaking ground. We fall for the weak and the lost. They won't break us down. We hold the line, whatever the cost. The heart of the universe is blackened and cursed. Our history's a blister that's about to be burst. There's so little hope on this path we pursue, but we will see this burden through. But if we find our way back home again, is there something left to say? What if we find ourselves alone again? Is there something left to say? This trust will not be torn apart. Control the violence in your hearts. We gave our lives to Normandy. Ooh, we gave our lives to Normandy. 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 But if we find our way back home again, is there something left to say? What if we find ourselves alone again? Is there something left to say? This trust will not be torn apart. Control the violence in your hearts. We gave our lives to Normandy. 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 We gave our lives to Normandy.
All this fun back when we're 17. We don't know what we'll be, and it was all so free, cause it's all good till we grow complacent. Staying the same has made me impatient. I'm guilty, too tired of not being better, but oh how I wish I were. Don't tell me now, that's just the way it is.
The day the world died, we disappeared. Past rusted turnstiles, we persevere. The wheels of conflict still move and turn. The day the world died, nothing was learned. And the future's a tunnel stretching endlessly into nothing, stumble in the black. And the light at the end is but a treachery. It will blind you and force you back. The day the world died, we kindle doom. We burned the outside, took to the gloom, but history's lessons are snubbed and spurned. The day the world died, nothing was learned.
Well, what's up, everyone? Hello, YouTube. Oh, it's a Monday. Everyone loves Mondays. Everyone loves Mondays. I love Mondays. You know, I decided to try something new. I've had some good feedback from some trusted people that after 4.5 years on Twitch, that I should give this YouTube streaming thing a try. Just because of some of the games I play and some of the twitchiness about Twitch. So, we're going to give it a try. See how it works. See if people are down. See if people... Holy crap, someone is having a good time on that vehicle. See if it's something cool. See if it's something fun. I don't even know if my Stream Deck is going to work with some of these things. I don't know. What in the hell? What is that under? S? Should be under S. It's not under S. Oh, that's because I'm looking at the wrong effing computer. Oh, hell. Right. So if I want this button. Alright. There we go. Okay. And then this button. Yeah. Uh-huh. And then this button. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That was easy enough. Sweet. So if I hit this button, and then I hit that button. Ah! Works. Oh, it's magical when things work. It's magical. Magically delicious. I don't know how much of my music is actually going to play, though. It's got the YouTube filter on, so hopefully that's good, right? But yeah, little YouTube Reno, huh? We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Do I have any of my peeps on yet? He said he's going to play a shaman. You didn't know because I was talking to him, though. Alright. Cool. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about their dashboard. I don't. Oh, I can. Oh. Oh, I don't have to look at that. Oh. Okay. Okay, so that's sweet. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about their dashboard, but I know they're still like getting the live streaming thing going, so. Their dashboard seems a little goofy to me, but what does this button do? Oh, create a highlight. Okay. Alright. I don't want this learn more thing here. Can this learn more thing go away? Oh, look, custom emojis. Ah, look at that. I like that. Let me see what happens. Hi, chat. Hey, look, it pops up there. All right. Well, we'll see how it goes. I know I can push more more power as far as bit rate and shit. So we'll see how it goes. Everything looks good right now. We're pushing 6K on the old bitty rates. So Twitch is like so anti-bit rate, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous how anti-bitty rate they are. Right. I chose a coven, right? Okay, sweet. Cool. So we are just wait, hold on. Before I go out there, I probably should check and make sure everything's set up properly and make sure I have the appropriateness everywhere. I believe it's Drain Soul that I want. What is this? Damaging an enemy with agony increases damage of your next drain life. I know I want Siphon Life. I know that. And I know I want Phantom Singularity. Mortal Coil, yeah, Haunt. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Any like Warlock experts out there? Can I make this smaller? No, it doesn't have a resize option, huh? Alright. We'll see, I guess. I can make the chat bigger, I guess, if I want to. Excuse me. My God, I'm not used to this interface down here. All right, well, first off, we've got a problem here, and that is I need my little mount thing here. Right, so what were we I don't even know what I was doing. I haven't been on this guy for so long. Quest log. Aid the Kyrian. Aid the Night Fae. Well, that's incredibly not helpful. Since I don't have any dailies, I guess, huh? I mean, we got these little quests out here. Aid the Shadowland. So I guess we just do I guess we just do quest. Is that how this works? I last time I did Threads of Fate, I did it with oh, sweet. Okay. Last time I did Threads of Fate, I did it with Tank, and so, well, you know, I could have all the instant queues I wanted forever and ever. I'm in. This way. Is the flight... Where... Oh, the flight plus... What am I doing? God, such a dum-dum. God, Davram, you're such an idiot. You are the greatest idiot of all idiots. Is the flight point in here? Is there one in here? Yeah. Hello, all you Night Fae wonderful people. Oh yeah, I can do this now. It's magic. Oh wait. Why did I say meow? What is this guy's professions, by the way? I should probably check that. Alchemy herb? What are my backpack? Oh my god, my backpacks look like dillweed. We can probably sell all this shit, huh? What is this? Oh look, I've got anime. I've got more anime. Damn, what was I doing on this dude? This stuff can go away. This is all PvP garbage. Well, I said garbage because I never remember to use it when I'm actually in PvP. I never... I'll keep the healing potion. What is this? I guess I'll keep that too. Oh, dude, I've got freaking honor tokens out the ass on this guy.
Where do we strike?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I've only got one flight point here. Well, I guess we can fly over there and then start to, like, discover on our way down, huh? Does this thing have, tools? View. It does not have that building. Okay. Add. Does not have that building. That's fine, I suppose. I suppose that is fine. Hey, a new boom stand chat. This thing is like... There we go. I moved my mic quite a bit. Can I, like, toggle this off? Alright. We've got a lot of quests around here. Bloop.
We serve the Queen. Ward the wheel.
Guess we just... Did I clear out all my shit from... Yeah, I did. Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Welcome to the grove.
If I understand this correctly, I should be able to complete any quest. And it gives me credit towards my aiding quest.
What shall I craft next?
It does. Excellent. Complete depleted or collect depleted wild seeds. Place it in the Gormling pin. Coax the Gormlings to eat it. Gormlings coaxed to wild seeds. Do I have to come talk to them? Hello, little friend. Will you all be my friend? How many of you can I have? Okay, apparently that many. Up. Okay, it's a time limited thing. Come on, you slow assholes. Wow, they don't get very far, do they? Come on, come get the juicy seed. Bro, it's right here. Come on. There we go. Alright. So I only have to do 4 of these guys over here? Okay. Let's do 2 at a time. I think we can do 2 at a time. Come on. Hopefully we'll be able to get into some instances once Tyler gets on. Come on. You too. No, we don't walk away. We come to the seed. Come to the seed. Gnaw on the nuts. Gnaw on my nut. My huge nut. Gnaw on it. Eat it. There you go. There you go. Enjoy my nuts. There you go. One more. Come on, little dude. Come on. You're gonna love my nut. Come on. No, my nut. Get my nut. Right here. See? I guess it's seed, but it's more funny to say nut. There you go. Good. Alright, so how much is this for experience?
Do you need something?
To Gloober on Gloober and collect Grom grist from the gorged Grom
The queen watches over us.
You know, I could just I could I could queue up for this stuff. Come on back. What am I supposed to do with Gloober? Fresh Grom grist collected. I'm assuming this is the poo quest. I'm assuming this is the poo quest. Oh, you got angry. I guess I should also put Unstable Affliction on that. I need your poo. Why isn't this working? Why isn't this one working? Click error. Yeah, something's goofy with that. We'll check in a second. Oh wait, I have to use the stick on him. He's gonna get pissed. Alright, so this is still generating over here. For some reason, this particular one is broken. Oh, there it goes. It just all of a sudden updated once I pulled it up. Alright, I need another gorge thing to check their poop. Here's one. Poop check. Where's the Grom Grist? Does that just drop off these things? Then I've just become unlucky, or do I have to like actually go into the bowels of these caves and find Grom shit somewhere? Are these the gorge ones? See, these guys don't drop it. So where's the poop come from? Oh, they do come from those guys. Okay. So I gotta keep doing this until I find the poop. Got it. Become big and angry. Do want to edit my UI here real quick. Toggle anchors. Boss frames up here, arena frames up here. What is this? Lost control can be there. This needs to be up like here. Zone ability. These things can. Let's move raid frames up here. These frames up here. Party frames up here. Tooltip can be down here. Wop wop wop. Boss ability, zone ability, move me up here, move my pet frame, right here, and say go. And say go! The old plague fall, huh? Deal. These guys already started it? These guys like start it and fail it? Okay. Bro, what are you doing? Bro, this is a bad idea. No one's 60 in it, is it? Whatever, I don't care.
The slime protects me.
And 63 DPS, not too bad for my first boss attempt in like a long time on this dude. That's an upgrade. I don't even know what my stat priority is, honestly. Like, everything just dies so quickly in this because, again, Shadowlands has been out for so long. Or not so long, but been out for, what, a month or two now? Month? I don't know. 2 months. And I haven't played DPS in like all that time, so I'll take it as a, look how fast this shit's dying, bro.
Subjects.
Release the plague borers! Everyone loves hentai, but no. Oh, skip. Jump. Oh, I pissed off that tentacle. I'm sorry, that was my fault. I made a mistake. I got too close to it. You're gonna have to get it. Here, don't worry. I'll dot it up. Don't worry. I'll dot it up. I know we weren't supposed to aggro it, but I did, and I'm sorry. Here. Don't you worry. I'll kill it. There's dead. It just doesn't last long. I need a faster cooldown on my Night Fae flash, I'm not gonna lie. You're not supposed to pull this side first. Brosif. You pull the other side first, that gives you more time. Hamburglar? I love that name.
You cannot comprehend my genius.
Time for the boss.
What this is some flesh.
Consume!
The next procedure will be a real blowout.
Beware.
Wow, like the damage and like what in the hell is going on here? Like, I guess I've been just so used to doing Mythic pluses, I haven't gave a shit about like, or I give too much shits about the big angry dudes, or the explosive bitches, the bubbles of death. I don't know I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just not articulating it well. I'm not used to doing dungeons like this. It feels weird. I mean, I like it because it's quick. Oh, that tentacle was attacking us. I need time for my dots to tick.
You will not stop me. I will slay you where you stand. My blades will rend your
God, this feels so weird not having
fear, the dagger in the dark.
do I even have a pet? Where's my pet at?
I will slay you where you stand. My blades will rend your flesh. I will slay you where you stand.
1.0 DPS is a green geared freaking newbie who has no idea what he's doing right now.
Stand side by side, carry all as one. We can bear this way. Stand side by side.
One of these guys must be oh yeah, the 59 Pally. Wait, is that the healer? 59 Pally? 58 Rogue, 50. Oh yeah, I'm like turbo undergeared. No wonder I can't do anything to these people. And a 56 Boomkin. Yeah, what is my purpose here? Look pretty? I mean, I do look pretty. Oh my god. Whoa, wrong way. Yeah, flash. I love it. I don't know how I feel about like the little fox though. God, our DPS is stupid. I feel like the tentacles are popping up out of the ground faster than they do on like the higher versions. GG's. Sorry guys, I would do another one, but I can't. Rallying Maldraxxus. Alright. Who was I supposed to invite? Hamburglar? Alright, let me hop into Discord here real quick. We got a Styla. Oh, where's my Discord? Here it is.
Double if we need it. Holy crap, dual Wrestler Shamans freaking want crit verse.
What?
Crit verse as your primary secondaries.
Where are you reading this? Because wrong.
On Wowhead, like this guy's rated 5 stars.
Maybe for PvP.
Well, that's what I was saying. I saw crit verse. I was like, geez, if that's what you want, then yeah, oh my god. PvP gearing is like definitely the way to go.
It's so mastery first. You need to have your mastery at 30 to 40 before you need to focus on any other stat.
Oh, you know what? This is a beginner's guide, so it might just be oversimplified.
Yeah, so the first thing you need to work on. So when we first started raiding, to compensate for my lack of gear and item level, I was running a 70 or 80% mastery. Just because of lack of item level and stuff like that. Because ultimately, what the mastery does for a shaman is the lower health that your target has, the more your healing does to them. So to compensate for lack of gear score, pump your mastery, because then you're doing stupid, right? You're doing stupid heal. Now, with that being said, once you have that appropriate eye level for the content you're doing, pull back on the mastery and replace it with crit and verse. Yeah. So verse, so how I view it is mastery is your primary, and then crit is your secondary. Right now, I'm trying to pull my mastery back. I'm still at about a 50% mastery on my shaman, trying to get that back into like the 40 to 35 range, and pushing my crit.
And that makes sense why they rated, like, because you said haste is effectively a nothing stat for you, and they were rating mastery as that. So I assume, I bet you they're assuming you're hitting that cap.
Yeah. So haste for me is kind of like meh. I use things like the Unbound Changeling to do that, and I use the things like my covenant if I need to.
Is healing wave filler stuff?
No.
Like your filler. What's your filler heal?
Healing surge, unless you're doing high mythic keys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had that as where it says use when large emergency heal is desirable. Otherwise, just use healing wave for efficiency.
Yeah. So so healing wave is going to be your it's your efficient heal.
Like that's what you're using when you're spot healing.
Yeah. That's why I can stay. So especially in our group, I can stay high up on the healing meters without going out of mana like you guys do, because I'm healing wave because your guys' spot heals is keeping people up. If we had less power healing from our other healers, I would be using a lot more healing surge, which means I would lower my mana a lot faster.
I got you. So Resto Druids happen to be really nice for that regard because you don't have to go big on your heals.
Right. So like in high mythic keys, I run at like when Kaz and I are doing, or whoever I'm healing is doing mythic key, and they're pushing at the speed you should at a mythic key. It's funny because I'm actually using my mana tide totem between pridefuls is how I do it. Is to keep myself going throughout the whole thing. If we're halfway between a prideful, I'll drop my mana tide totem so that way I can keep going. I don't have to
I
stop.
got you. Usually, once I get that first prideful, I'm usually pretty good.
Yeah, you won't be as a
I'm
shaman.
also a night elf too, so as long as I find a pack I can drop on, I'll just eat.
Yeah.
So healing surge. Oh, it sucks because I already have all my buttons bound, and I'm like, what do I want to bind that to?
I can tell you what I bind it to, but that's not going to help you.
What is purge versus purify spirit? Is purify team purge and purge offensive?
Purge is offensive. Purifying spirit is your cleanse, however you want to call it. Hell, where is it at? I forget where this is.
Because I just changed it to be the right one.
What's that?
I had both bound, which for voodoo I don't really need an offensive.
Oh, it depends how you set it up. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, like I don't need to be clicking on my
Yeah.
allies to try to offensively purge their stuff. If they get mind control.
I want this. Wait, where? Hold on, coloring.
Is healing rain basically like? Can I treat it just like F-Flow? Like I just want it as uptime as I can, or is it too mana intensive?
Sorry, what's that?
Healing rain. Do I just want to keep it?
Yep.
Uptime.
Yep.
Just like F-Flow.
Yep.
And
Just keep, does F-Flow have a casting bar?
F-Flow is instant.
Okay, healing rain has a casting bar, so you just have to be careful on that.
1.5 seconds ish.
Yeah. So like a lot of times in raids, your F-Flow will be down, but my healing rain won't because I'm working on topping people off. And then once I get people at a stable place, then I'll drop healing rain down to continue that stable track.
Crazy, just because our class is healing stuff. Like I do it the opposite for the same reasons though. But I guess
Right.
it's, for me, it's really just the case of like F-Flow just does the most heavy lifting. Let's see. Earth Shield priority. Ideally, keep on tank for priority target, so it's basically Life Bloom. And Water Shield. How often does that ever need to be pressed?
Water shield depends on how many times you're getting hit.
Oh, gotcha.
Water shield only procs when you get hit.
So it's basically you keep it mostly for the mana then.
That's what water shield's for, yeah.
Okay, I see. You get a passive mana, and then if you get hit, you just get free.
Right.
Wow. That's pretty great.
Where is, I don't want their level. Where information panel is disabled. Leader indicator is enabled. Name is centered, which is fine. Power.
Oh wait, am I able to water shield other people?
No, that's self-limited. Water shield and Water shield and what is it? Lightning shield are you only.
There is an option where if you have an invalid target selected, it'll auto cast self-cast. Do you know what that's called?
What's that?
Like if I have rejuve, or well, I guess like if I have rejuve and I have like an invalid target selected, the default will just not cast, but I have it set to where it'll just automatically cast on itself. I just don't know what that's called.
Through voodoo?
I don't know.
No, through just wow. Oh, it's literally called auto self-cast.
Well, there you go.
Online. That was easy.
There you go.
Okay, healing stream. Recommendation is just use when cooldown or something to heal. Is healing stream what gets replaced with cloud burst?
Yep. Wait,
But
I always get the two. You have two healing totems. One gets replaced by cloud burst. One is a 2-minute or 3-minute cooldown.
healing tide is a 3-minute. It says healing stream, but I thought that was
Heal, yeah. So I believe healing streams what gets replaced with cloud burst, and healing tide gets. I don't remember.
Yeah, I have healing tide and healing stream right
Yep.
now.
The one that gets replaced by cloud burst looks like a spear. Spear with a silver tip.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I don't see that. All right, I moused over cloud burst right now.
So that's the
Burst,
cloud
one
burst, yeah.
where easy to beat, yeah.
The other one actually looks like a totem. It looks like a brown totem with blue around it. Now I see why people use Drain Soul over. Does more damage on lower targets, and okay. I see.
How often do you? I know you flame shock off of this. How often do you use your lightning bolt? Your single target?
Very rarely.
So like I could probably unbuy.
So-
like, you will use chain lightning more than
No,
lightning bolt?
no. So you get with Echoes of Elements, you get 2 flame burst or 2 lava burst, right? So flame shock, lava burst, and then if you get a proc, it will reset and give you one, so you can just instant cast it.
So I can just ignore the lightning.
Right. So lightning bolt. The only time I use lightning bolt is if I don't have a lava burst charge, and I've got downtime that I can pump another damage in.
Okay, yeah.
And same with chain lightning. Chain lightning I only use on packs. And again, usually on packs you're going to have so many dudes that you're fighting. Most likely you're going to be focusing on healing anyways.
Yep, I got you. I got them bound to the same comparable slots as what my stuff was. So it's okay. I'm just checking. Let's see.
God, who the hell would ever play Affliction Luck? Look at all these fucking dots.
Man, as a resto druid, I hold aggro really well.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, this bear cannot.
Tidal waves is proc. Is that something I have?
As a proc.
Yes. Or oh, that's just a passive.
Yep.
Tidal.
To be honest, Tidal Wave doesn't. Unless you're spec'd in High Tides or Flash Flood, Tidal Wave isn't going to matter.
Like, don't change my priorities for it.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so Tidal Wave, it just, yeah, it's not something you really pay attention to. Heal the most efficient way you can with Riptide up all the time and stuff like that. If you change your spec at some point for a situational thing where you, for some reason, are using High Tides, which I don't think I've ever used, or Flash Flood, then you need to start thinking about which heal you use when, because then your tides actually matter.
Okay, and Spirit Link and Healing Tide, I can just assume are major cooldowns. I mean, they are, but
Yes.
can I treat them as just reactionary?
Yeah, so Spirit Link takes
Right, Spirit Link
like
brings
everyone in the
out
circle.
damage.
Yeah, everyone in the circle, in the circle of the Spirit Link, all of your hit points are added together and then divided amongst the 5 or however many people are in there. So it evens out everyone's hit points, so everyone has the exact same hit point.
Is that your greenish circle?
Yeah, it's the like ghostly lime green circle that, you know.
Wow, so I'm guessing that's really good in dungeon content.
It is.
Or you
That is your oh shit button.
Yeah,
And a lot of people that don't know Shaman will be like, why would you ever do that? Like, you don't want to. I'm like, they're like, why would you want to do that? I'm like, because the tank has so much health and your squishies have so little health that if you even out everyone and everyone is taking damage basically evenly, you have you're basically one big boss. You have one unified health pool. And so if you're healing one person, it's technically healing everyone.
Right, and immediately the 2 uses I see are either you just have to priority heal your tank anyway, and just free healing, or you throw it up and you're priority healing somebody else and just hopping your tank off for, less effort.
And
Like,
you
I
get 10% reduced damage while you're in.
Correct.
I saw that. I was like, man. Like, that is a good... Like, if Resto Druids... Like, if I could just take that one... I don't even want your Cloud Burst. Just give me that one cooldown. And
it's a nice cooldown because like I was telling you earlier, the combination, if you choose to go that route, which there are definitely many instances I think you will, with the Earthen Guard Totem or whatever it is, one of your talent lines. It's a great hit point combo because you can Spirit Link drop that totem, then not only is everyone's hit points linked, everyone is taking reduced damage from the Spirit Link, and everyone's taking reduced damage from the Earth Totem. And then, once you have your conduit for your Earth Elemental, you drop your Earth Elemental and gives you additional hit points, which means there's a lot of group survivability combos that shamans can fire off if you know how to combo them together.
Speaking of, is Earth Elemental, do you typically reserve that for particularly hard trash and or emergencies?
So leveling up, yes.
What at
The
cap
cycle
do you
must
usually
be
use it?
maintained.
What's that?
When you're at cap, when do you usually use that?
Like now?
Yeah, like when you're
So-
at 60, like going in plus or something?
Yeah, so to combine it with the Spirit Link or to combine it with the Spirit Link totem to help survivability with my conduit, or to save my ass.
Oh, I got you, yeah.
Because the conduit makes when your Earth Elemental comes out, it gives you 20% additional hit points. So, like, it's a great cover your own ass ability, and if you're getting more hit points and you've got Spirit Link down, you're now giving your group more hit points. So,
And Hex is basically polymorph with
Hex is your
heal.
polymorph, yeah.
Humanoids and beasts. Okay, so
And if
yeah,
you don't like them to be frogs, there's a book that turns them into little raptors.
that's absolutely amazing. I love the frogs too.
Oh.
Frost Shock. How much do we care about that?
Not.
Yeah.
Frost Shock, unless you have something that's running away from you that you need to stop, like in Plaguefall, but I don't think I ever Frost Shock.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, even as a druid where I mean, I have Typhoon if something's on me, but even then, like, I don't really ever need a slow over a snare. So I figured unless there's a combo with it, it's probably the Astral Shift is our is that the only defensive we have
Yes.
for ourselves?
That and Earth Elemental Totem once you get the conduit.
Did he tell you what healing tide totem is?
Yeah. I mean, he
Healing
didn't,
tide
but
is just basically your tranquility.
yeah, I
Yep.
saw that.
It's just it's a weaker version of it.
Yeah, but you also don't have to channel it, right? Like, you just click, boom, drop.
Yes,
Okay. I can
that's
live
why
with
it's weaker. Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's fair.
But the big thing that again that you want to remember as far as why shamans are so good at boom AoE healing is because everything that does healing feeds that Cloudburst totem. So you drop that healing tide totem or whatever it's called, You draw, you Riptide, you do your heals, you do your chain heals. Whatever you're doing is feeding that Cloudburst totem, and then it explodes huge. That's why, like, that weak aura I showed you is turbo awesome, because it allows you to track how much healing. So, like, let's say you're in a bad situation and people are taking a lot of damage. All that you have to do is keep charging that totem until you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm kind of stabilized now, but it's still not safe. Cloudburst totem goes off, and then you're like, okay, everyone's full again.
And Unleashed Life was just the big instant. Or,
It's not
I don't
big.
know, big by Resto Druid standards. Like 1,000 life immediately. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's your instant heal that also pumps your next heal
gotcha.
by 35%, and
So-
it pops your
Swift
direct heal. So, for example, if you class Unleash Life and then Riptide, your Riptide's initial heal will be buffed by 35%. The hot on it will not be.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. So basically, you want to use that as the target of that generally wants to be somebody that you just want to pop off, ideally, and then pump your big one into whoever.
I use it as a, like, I'm trying to think. I used to use it as a wombo combo. So I would combo it with the instant heal of Primordial Wave or Riptide, and wombo combo it. So if someone was like it usually went on the tank 9 times out of 10, because obviously they're the ones that need the help the most usually. But like if someone if the tank is okay and someone else like pulls aggro, or there's AoE mechanics and they're squishy, I'll just go boom boom, that plus Riptide, that plus Primordial Wave if you're Necro Lord, and it usually tops them off pretty good. It's just kind of that instant heal. And it's also one of those things that, let's say someone just has a little bit of damage. Let's say they took a little bit of damage from, what's the affix this week that's bursting. Let's say they have just a little bit of their health low from bursting, and the tank is already engaged next, and so your next heals are going to go on the tank and you want them to be bigger. Hit Unleash Life on whoever's low, including yourself, and then you've got a big heal lined up for the
I
tank.
trust your hunt goes well. Let your instincts guide you.
It's just kind
Okay.
of a setup heal, I guess. But like I said, once you get to a certain point, like, I don't use that anymore. I don't spec in it.
Yep. Okay. So I've got to set up. Let's see how this goes. Do you have to actually zone into each of the zones to get the bar credit first?
The what?
Or
No.
oh, so like if I do a dungeon for one, like Ravendreth, I've never been there, the Ravendreth bar will just pop up.
Yep.
Oh man.
Well, no, it's based on your level is when you get each one.
No, not
No,
if you're.
my mage, I immediately went and got all 4 of them.
On Threads of Fate?
Yep.
Because I only have Kyrian, Necro Lords, and Night Fae. I've never set foot in Maldraxxus.
That's why.
But
Have you done Plague Falls?
What I got was
yes, I
whoever
went into
your-
Plague Falls, so that's why I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
We will hunt the hunters.
Yeah, because like with my mage, that's the first thing I did was
On in weird
just to
calls.
see.
The
But
hunt
okay, yeah,
comes.
I'm good for queues whenever you are. Or if anybody else wants to join, you're welcome to.
I want to make you leader.
Jeremy, this group you put together is terrible.
Yeah, Jeremy.
How do I promote to leader? Where the
Well, they're
is that
terrible.
button?
Sure, blame it on the hunter, Jeremy.
Always blame it on a hunter.
And the mage that likes to stand in every fucking dragon breath.
Well, remember, he's got ice block.
Foes of the forest
I
beware.
just
Like,
about I
what?
just
Green and grove.
I just about had a
Tank
panic
stands
moment
in
right there
in
because when
dragon
you
breath too.
I about had a panic moment right there because when you queued us up, I looked and I didn't see healing or tank as an option. I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
Oh. I really wish they would, like, I know mages are triple DPS and I love them, but I really wish Frost mages could be a caster tank spec.
I want shamans to have a tank spec.
I think enhancement should just be a tank set.
Oh, you would piss off a lot of enhancement shamans.
Oh, I know, but be the melee hunters want to be.
Survival hunters could be a tank spec.
Yeah, but
Shit, that's not what I need.
ugh.
Enhancement used to be able to be a tank set.
Yeah, I mean.
So
rogues
did
used to
Affliction
often be.
Warlock.
Yeah, bring those back. I want a proper caster tank. I mean, you can argue a pally is, but don't put him in plate. Like, no.
Like a demo lock, the tank.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the closest thing we really have to one, ironically, has no range, or not nearly as much range as others, is probably Demon. But I think Demon Hunters should have I-beams in all specs.
They kind of do.
I think they should take Demon
It's
Hunter's
called-
meta away and give it back to Warlocks like it was supposed to be.
Okay.
It's called Fell Devastation for tanks, but it's essentially the same thing with I.
Does it still visually shoot I-beams out?
He breathes fire instead.
Then I am disappointed. I want literal beams of eyes. Alright, well, no, I don't. That would be terrifying.
I'm disappointed that in order to create Demon Hunter, they had to steal a cool ability from the Warlock.
Yeah, that one surprised. Especially, there's no reason that they both can't just have it. I mean, it's not like they're not both demon things.
I literally just died because the tank couldn't get aggro off of me.
Should have used Ice Block.
I'm not a mage.
Sitting there for a minute, I'm like, what are you playing? Who are you playing? What's going on? And I looked at the guild thing, I'm like, oh, okay. I know what you're playing now.
The only regret I have about my shaman, though, is that I wanted a ridiculous name. So I was like, it was my first Dark Iron. I was like, oh, Hamburglar. That's hilarious. And then after I leveled him at cap, I really wished I had named him Shamburglar.
You can always rename him.
Yeah, but that costs money.
Did you realize that, like, it's funny. Like, I was talking to someone earlier today, and I'm like, going back and thinking over my WoW career, I don't even want to know how, because I've transferred my characters from one server to another and faction changed them at least 3 times, all of them.
See, I've done a little of those as needed, but I feel like getting a name change for an S is like
the one thing you can also look at is if you ever decide to spec or to race change, if you race change, you get a free name change.
That is worth keeping in mind. Yeah, because the moment I was like, well, that's like $10-15. I should at least like put towards a player boost at that point, and then I went, well, it's just easy to level now, so.
They're killing the wrong one.
I am not used to not getting instant queues with it.
Well, it says 3 minutes.
Yeah, why is it a 3-minute wait? Jeez. Someone shout
Tanks are usually the ones with instant queues now. Like, no one wants to play a tank right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, you know what it is though, is like the easiest tank to pick up most of the time is going to be Pally, and as soon as they start getting, you know, like at low levels, like I thought Paladin was going to really shine this expansion, and then as soon as M Plus hit like 7 or 8, I was like, oh no.
I think they still have opportunities to shine, to be honest. I just, you know, Max was talking about this the other night. I think it's just that people haven't found the mathematical equation to make it all line up.
Right, and a lot of specs, they just might not have the gear numbers yet. Like you know, like right now, gear is pretty much a just get more.
Yeah.
But, you know, we don't really have choice.
Like if you look at the guides for Prop Paladin right now, they're all over the board. Some say get Mastery, and some say get Verse. Some say get Crit, some say get Haste. Like, it's all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
And it's like, and there's also big discrepancies on what talents to take. Like, do you go for the block, or do you go for the damage? You know, it's all over the place. Which is why I've been enjoying playing mine, because I'm able to science that stuff out. Oh yeah. I have. Wait, I'm supposed to do something here at the ancient. What am I supposed to do?
Not die. That's
No,
good enough.
oh, here's what I'm supposed to do.
I'm about to bring out my frickin' tanking pet, dude. My void walker.
I mean, you might as well.
Why keep getting
I
aggro?
don't know where my Soulstone button is. There it is.
Oh my gosh, Sean, I forgot how amazing Riptide is at this level range.
Oh, Riptide, you.
Oh, I don't even have a pet out.
Oh, I saw that primordial wave go out.
So all I do is just right click Riptide once and I just wait. That's how I play Shaman Knight.
Pretty much. I mean, Judley always messages me during the raid. He's like, would you stop casting Riptide on things? You're stealing my heals. Like, it's just so
That's
good.
hilarious.
It's just so good. Because it's got the
Oh no,
it's got that smash heal at the beginning, and then it's you know, and then it's got the trickle effect.
no, it's literally like if my best hots like had a baby. It's crazy how like I'm so used to M+ that I'm like literally sitting here reading, doing my like looking at little things, trying to see what I could do. And I'm not used to having that kind of mental time.
How about we kill the only one with the circle instead of waking up? I don't think they're gonna do that though. This tank is terrible.
What type of tank do you have?
A bear.
That should not. Though they're not in the greatest position right now, they're great. They're great dungeon tanks.
Yeah, they're usually my favorite dungeon things. I mean, actually, a good whatever they are, demon hunters are hard to beat.
This is the first time I ever found a crappy tank so far.
They're out there.
Most of them are okay. This one's absolute garbage.
It's so weird not pre-healing things.
I know. Doing non-mythic pluses is like weird. Did someone oh my god, someone lusted right there.
Well, yeah, we gotta get over this crest, right?
Right. Look at that. Look at that ponage. Look at that ponage DPS. 1.3k.
Doing more DPS than me.
I mean, to be fair, you are playing a healer.
Oh, I did. No, I haven't played.
I mean, you are on your priest, right?
Yeah. success.
Great success, yeah.
I started that on purpose just so I could leg grip him off with me.
Who'd you life grip? Me?
The tank.
I guess I should use Seed of Corruption on these group polls. I forgot how powerful Seed is. Where's my pet? Did my pet get killed somewhere? Oh, that's fine.
I forgot I have interrupts.
Yep. I don't ever remember these like animated sins like popping up on Mythic. They just die that fast?
The sins? No. It's a cast that has to be interrupted.
Ah.
So they'll start channeling it, and every like tick they summon a new one. But you'll know on Mythic if they don't get answered.
I guess I just don't remember them.
Yeah, no, if they pop up, they are like nasty. Like that is like if DPS had one job in this dungeon. Do you ever hardcast Lava Burst without proc?
Yes.
How often is that just filler? Like,
Yep, just filler. Like for Dark Vein, when we're on Dark Vein, I just sit there and do it the whole time.
Do you just do it down to one charge so if you get proc?
Nope.
Okay.
All the way down. Yeah, Lava Burst doesn't have that long of a cast time, so it's not. Although, if you were Vinthier, you could take that gargoyle back there.
That's fair. But Primordial Wave just sounds good.
Whoa, I got feared? How does he fear? There's no circle on this one.
Yeah, how did you get feared?
No clue. Whoa, that just like jerked around really quick. Ah, too bad it's not as good as the Heart of Azeroth. Apparently my pet died at some point.
One thing that keeps tripping me out though is Resto Druid. I get a passive 4% heal every periodically, so it's weird that I have to actually heal myself sometimes.
Oh yeah. Usually, unless it's a really nasty thing, usually Riptide. If I just Riptide myself every
Yeah,
so
that's what
often.
I do.
But the other thing to keep in mind is anytime you're getting hit on that particular character, you're getting mana still. I know that sounds weird to be like, oh, I want to get hit, but sometimes you'll want to get hit.
No, if I had that tool as often as I get hit. I don't have my weak wars all the way set up. I just had a generic one, and I was just looking at my mana bar, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It's like mana is such a non-issue compared to the rest.
See, when you kept asking me like, how do you not use mana tide? And I'm like, because I never run out of mana. I just don't. And now you see. What?
I like forgot I can't stealth.
Nope.
So I almost face pulled that gargoyle. Do you only flame shock to apply flame shock, or do you use it on cooldown for damage?
No, depends. I sometimes tap it because it's an instant spell, right? But I should be using Lightning Bolt. If that makes sense, right? Because Lightning Bolt's going to do more damage for that one shot than Flame Shock will. But with that being said, sometimes I just tap that instant ability just to make sure it's up.
Flame Shock on the move.
Yep.
I like this tank is practicing kiting, but man, he's going so fast I can't keep him in LOS.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the tanks that, like, I had to get real used to Kaz, and actually I had to tell Kaz a few times, like, you cannot jump that far. Because usually when you start kiting, you're already low on health, and I'm like, if you outrange me, you're done. So
Right,
it's something. Demon Hunter tanks are the worst, especially if they're not quite sure about themselves or they're learning. It's hard. Whose ringtone is that? I think it's Kevin.
It is. I don't have an interrupt.
As a priest?
Yes.
No. Not as a disc priest.
What a crock of shit.
It just means you're not responsible for interrupts.
I usually just use Typhoon.
Streaming on YouTube, giving it a try, Jack.
Oh, I can typhoon them. They just
I've been doing a lot of research over the past couple months about things, and I talked to a few people, like industry leaders and people who are in
Standard.
in some of the different
I
Discords
think
that I'm
every
part
class
of, like
should have
Stream
one,
Loots
at
and stuff
least.
like that.
You know, give them to
And I'm just like, I'm
DPS
just gonna
and
give it a try. You
go
know, what is there to hurt, right?
Like Boomkin 1 minute, that's fine.
I wanted to see what it is. I can pump higher quality. YouTube has a
Like,
better
as a healer,
system
if I had a
of
3-minute
discovery
interrupt,
and
I would
things like
still
that.
rather have that than,
So I'm like,
nothing.
I'll just give it a try. I posted in the Discord if anyone would be opposed to me switching over. I haven't made a decision if I want to switch over or not, but there's definitely some things about Twitch and their copyright enforcements, and they're not enforcing things equally, and really putting a focus on discoverability and pushing large streamers and not, you know, smaller creators. And me streaming games like World of Warcraft and stuff, unfortunately there's nothing in the algorithm that allows for discoverability, and you know, it is my responsibility to be able to do that on my own channel, but at some point the platform also kind of has to have that built in. And I'm like, why not try YouTube, right? YouTube's been around for a long time. They've got their shit together in a lot of ways, so I'm like, give it a try. See if it's something that's nice. See if it's something that we can grow our community with. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I also had Friday.
You're the first person from Twitch that kind of showed up here that I know of. What are your initial
I might
thoughts?
be getting switched over to night shift.
What do you think of that healer damage?
So yeah, I'm curious what your initial thoughts are, since you're kind of the first community member I've seen over here. I honestly didn't look. I was talking to chat.
I feel like that arcane mage really wants these guys to die, and I'm sitting here.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't need those guys to die. Is that a panda? Of all the alliance races you could be for a mage, they choose a panda.
I can interrupt.
You have to interrupt their site, and then you have to interrupt the channel. There's two things you have to interrupt.
As long as I get 24 seconds.
Oh, bullshit. That fight is so much easier on, like, where it doesn't, you don't have to soak all the statues.
And no joke. That's probably
Like,
my
it's
vote
a
for
trivial, it's a trivial fight.
I was gonna say that might be my vote for easiest boss, but then I think first boss of Tyrannicide is my favorite, or my easiest boss.
Yeah, that combo is pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, oh sweet. Asking you shall receive
What's that?
Tyrannicide.
Wait,
I don't
what?
think that
I didn't get a cue.
Oh wait, did you not?
No, I left instance group.
Oh yeah, no, I just requeued you guys.
Oh. Wop wop.
Oh, well, my bad. I left and I forgot about the Berserker buff.
Oh, that's fine.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know how many times, but I rarely requeue with the same group unless it's like a super stellar group, which that group was pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm just so in the practice of not.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah,
Which
no,
one of
I
these
was
things
like,
dropped
I
it?
saw it come out. I thought you actually. It's great as a healer at level 50 because I'm like, man, yeah, I can keep up with the damage, but my damage is not going to go up as I hit 60.
Nope. No, it will not.
I really wish the Threads leveling would at least, like, if my main already has flight paths, I just wish my ult would have them so I didn't have to go through the tedium.
They've never done that before, though.
I know. Well, they have heirloom flight paths for like old world.
Well, yeah, but that's after the content goes away.
I know. I mean, I guess I just see that like there's other MMOs where traveling is like such a big deal that I'm like that makes sense. But for WoW, like it's not like it's not a lot of work, but it's just enough to be annoying that I'm like either make it a little bit more meaningful or like
That is a WoW. What is it called? A World of Warcraft. What do they have? Privilege. That's World of Warcraft privilege talking right there. Do you want to requeue?
I can't for 20 some minutes.
Oh Jesus, that's
Yeah,
the
30 minutes.
deserter.
Yeah.
Fuck. I thought it was
If I had
like
thought of-
5.
No. If I had thought about it, I would have stayed in for the first boss and then dropped. But yeah.
You're showing your WoW privilege with your flight path talk right now.
Why is that?
Because you have to remember that I came from a game from EverQuest, and there was no fast travel.
I played Final Fantasy XI where only one class could, and you had to do like these super hard-ass quests to even unlock those, and you couldn't get those scrolls from drops or anything.
Yeah, so in EverQuest, there were 2 classes that could teleport around, which is Druids and Wizards. But they had limited teleportation ability. It was so funny when EverQuest actually implemented I won't say it was a fast travel system. What it was they added more ability for you to teleport around without a wizard or a druid, but the teleport still took you to those particular places or like a city. You still had to run to everywhere else. Like, it was hilarious how up in arms the community was over it, because even players who were not wizards or druids understood that was a core piece of the class, was the ability to, and it was kind of like a selling thing, like you sold ports to people.
That's how White Mage was in 11. Although when they did introduce non-White Mage versions of those, they were like limited, and like so they were still expensive. You still, I think, I had to have a White Mage actually put them up on the auction house and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm very much used to. Oh, this is a small zone. It should only take 10 to 15 minutes to cross. But that's how I'm saying, like with WoW, is I feel like make it meaningful like that, where like if I'm going through a zone, it's not so boring. Like there's no real threat of dying in WoW.
Yeah, I also laughed at when I moved over or when I started playing WoW from EverQuest. Everyone was bitching about how slow it was to move around, and I'm like, at 40 you get, or at whatever the 40 you got a mount. I'm like, for the first like 5 or 6 expansions of EverQuest, there was no mount. There was no way for you to run faster at EverQuest unless you got a buff from a druid, a shaman, or Beast Lord, which the Beast Lords didn't come out until the 3rd expansion, or if you were Bard.
Oh yeah, I remember prior to stuff like that in FF11, there was a rare spawn that had a rare drop that gave you 3% movement speed, which is like literally so nothing. But yeah, well, in a game like that, it really is. Like you play a long time, like it adds up.
Yeah, but man, when I played a mage was my main in EverQuest, but like I had a druid who was like my off soloing character. I made bank on that dude early because it was like I would sell ports for like, you know, usually donation, whatever they want to donate. Sometimes I would get like 100, what in WoW would be gold, which was a lot of money back then. In EverQuest it's platinum, or sell like Spirit of Wolf, which was the movement speed increase. Like I would sell those in cities to people, and that's how I made my money.
I'm stunned.
These things don't drop this shit very often.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like that's why I guess I'm a don't split the middle on that. Like either
Yeah, I agree.
if you're not gonna put content in, make it convenient, or if you are, make it like.
Oh wait, am I supposed to be using the stick on these guys? Oh fuck, I've been fucking this up. I'm a goddamn moron. I could have had this quest done by now. Shit sticks on a brick. I'm supposed to stun them with it? Well, how am I supposed to stun them with it?
I'm not used to how much cast times shamans have.
What, you said cast time?
Like just DPS, like everything's a cast.
Dude, welcome to
Or
my
not really.
world. I'm sitting here like, you're like, oh, do this, and things. I'm like, Styler, I don't have instant spells. I can't cast on the run. Like, everything I have to sit still with.
Oh, you can cast on that. All your important things. I mean, offensively.
Yeah, important things. Wait until you start doing Mythic Pluses or raiding, and all of a sudden, like, everyone's taking damage, and you can't cast. Because you got to be moving for mechanics.
I don't know. That sounds like I should just be good and not bankroll my, class.
That's why I take, like, a lot of people take Windrush Totem. I am a huge advocate of that talent that reduces the cooldown by 50% on your Spirit Walker's Grace.
Oh yeah, I see that being amazing.
Like, I almost use Spirit Walker's Grace on cooldown. It's so good on Mythic Pluses because, like, how many times in Mythic Pluses do you leave a battle and everyone's topped off? Almost never.
Me personally, like,
Okay, shut up.
90% of the time, but only because I literally can stop and recover
Yeah.
my like druids are really just global cooldown caps. Like that's our limiting factor.
Right, that's correct. But like for me, like I will end a battle in a Mythic Plus, and I'll pop Spirit Walker's Grace. So as we're running to the next one, I'm topping people off as I'm moving. Or another good one is if you're running to a boss, Spirit Walker's Grace to set up the healing rain where your group's gonna stand. That's another good one.
Yeah, that's what
I like that too.
Hey, Jason, we're gonna go do the other side.
Or another one of my favorites is in PvP. There's a PvP talent in Spirit Walker's Grace that makes it so no one can interrupt your spell cast. So Spirit Walker's Grace into Chain Harvest. That's the Chain Lightning, Chain Heal mix.
Oh, I get it.
With a high crit percent. So it's like I just sit there and Spirit Walker's Grace into it, and then they can't stop me from critting their butts off and healing my entire party in an arena. Yeah, Spirit Walker's Grace is super potent in PvP because of the PvP talent that makes it so no one can interrupt your spellcasts while it's active. With that being said, another shaman can purge it off of you, so there's that.
Yeah, I started using it. I was like, oh yeah, I need to start using this.
Oh yeah, like I said, I use it on cooldown. Did I stun that one? I did. I hate this quest.
I wish flame shot, like, I mean, technically a buff, but I wish it has like 1 second faster on cooldown.
What, Flame Shock?
Yeah, like it feels like 5 seconds would be much more smooth in the rotation.
What do you mean?
The cooldown on flame shock. Like at
gotcha.
6 seconds, it's just long enough that when I have a free spot to damage, it's not up, and then I go back for a heal, and it's like, okay, whatever.
Well, that's when you use Lightning Bolt.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
So, the other thing is, if you're not a fan of Lightning Bolt and you want to kind of mix some stuff in, Frost Shock can be used as well while Flame Shock's on cooldown. So they share the global cooldown, but they do not share the shock cooldown. There's not a universal shock cooldown, if that makes sense. So there, I found you a use for Frost Shock.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Frost Shock becomes more important in Elemental and Enhancement based on the way you go with your spec. Because you still want to keep Flame Shock up on everything, but in those specs you can enhance your Frost Shock, so you keep Flame Shock up and then you use Frost Shock as your primary shock to do additional damage or AoE damage.
Do you open with Lava Bolt or Lava Bolt Flame Shock?
Always open with Flame Shock, because Flame Shock will make your Lava Burst crit guaranteed. It's 100% crit chance.
I mean, yeah, I mean, with travel time, like a bolt, like you can Flame Shock before the bolt lands.
If you can get it off. Right? So
Yep.
if you can time it right, yes, you can do that. Like on Dark Vein, when we set up real close to her, you're not going to be able to time it.
Right.
But
yeah,
but if we're spread out and we're a little further back, you can definitely time that. 100%.
So, okay, Riptide. Let's see, what's one second? Never mind. I think it's mine. I did answer my own question. Okay, thanks.
I mean, I didn't do anything, but you're welcome.
So with the Flame Shock crits for Lava Bolt, if you have a proc up, is it still correct to Flame Shock and then consume the proc?
Yes, because of the crit. Oh, you bitch. Yeah, you should never be lava bursting unless you have Flame Shock on. Because though your crit chance will eventually be high, it's a 100% crit chance if you have Flame Shock on, which is way better than a 80% crit chance, right?
Yeah.
And usually, at my level, my lava burst crits are usually in the ballpark of 6K, so it's a nice chunk. By the way, I don't know why anyone would take a Coven other than Night Fae. This flash is amazing.
What's the next they do for? Oh, you mean the normal night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing is sick. Like, I love the ability where I can just flash places.
Yeah, but not once, but 3 times.
I can only do it
you
once.
get- Oh wait, are you not talking about Soul Shape?
Yeah, I'm talking about Soul Shape.
Yeah, if you hit Soul Shape, you'll flash, and then you hit Soul Shape again, and during the duration, you'll flash again every 4 seconds.
Oh my god.
You're
I
welcome.
didn't know that. This now has now opened my mind so much.
Oh yeah, like if because I was looking over at all the like various like, shaman abilities, and if I could have had a good class ability from Night Fae and Soul Shape, like I would have. Like Soul Shape is amazing.
I don't even know what the shaman class ability is for Night Fae.
Yeah, I don't think the internet is.
It's literally like, so what is it? Night Fae and Kyrian are basically not mentioned on any shaman guide.
I saw Kyrian, but they were basically like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it shows up for like Torghast and Solo. That's all it shows up for.
Yeah. Night Faes, they're like, oh yeah, oh I see why though, because the Soulbind, that's the best for Night Fae healers, is Dreamweaver. And it's like, nothing in there is like rest or shaman friendly. Like 10% overheal for you is like probably not going to be jack shit compared to how big your heals are.
I mean, it's honestly not bad when you're talking about, because if you think about it, like my overheal is usually 25 to 30% just by default because of Cloudburst and Wellspring and Ascendant.
True, but that's like where mine ends up when I'm trying to not overheal.
Right. Yeah, you overheal just by default because you top someone off and your hot's still on it. You can't control that at all.
Sun King. That's always the worst. Is like they're like on Sun King we're like push, and I full hot into a flourish, and then a second later it's like stop, and I'm like, well, I can't.
Yeah, that's why so many times when someone's like, when everyone's like push, and then they're like, oh, stop heals, slow heals, and I'm like, it's gonna kick over anyways, because I'm looking at his buffs, like what's on him, and I'm like, Judley has Renew on it, Judley has Guardian Spirit on him, I have Riptide on him, you've got all your hots on him. I'm like, it's gonna kick over, you can't stop it.
Yeah. No, I
That's when you need a button to spawn in a what is it, Soul Infuser to drain it a little bit. Please spawn me a Soul Infuser right now.
Foes of the forest beware.
Okay, what are you doing right now? Are you running BBs?
No, I'm just running quest and what is this? Not the Night Fae area.
I got you. Yeah, I just went around and looking for stuff. Yeah, like one thing I was reading where people are like, Spirit Wolf, yeah, you'll feel so fast, and I imagine coming from any other class that feels great, but as coming from Druid, I'm like,
nope, it doesn't feel good at all coming from Druid, because I did Druid all the way to the end of BFA. Trust me, it doesn't feel good.
Like, is mount speed faster than Spirit Wolf?
Yes.
But Spirit Wolf, it keeps same speed in combat, right? Like even if you're in combat?
Yes.
Okay, so that's probably a little better than, like, it's probably a little better than.
And you can use that talent to so there's two things. One, you'll have a conduit that it's the finesse conduit that you'll put your Spirit Wolf in there, which makes Spirit Wolf run faster for 3 seconds when you first shift into it. And then the other one is there's a talent point that I use quite a bit actually, and it allows for you to gain damage reduction when you're in Spirit Wolf form. So it's another defensive that you can use by shifting into it. It's not a lot, but it is a defensive. I think it's your second or third line down in your talents. It's on the left-hand side.
Yeah, near Earth Grab.
What? Yeah. It's the Earth Grab capacitor totem line. Gather around, children. Go to
Till
sleep.
today, I've never seen this, but I was in the middle of fighting a rare spawn that took so long to kill that the spawn of that rare spawn had already came up.
The spawn of the spawn of the spawn of the spawn. Come on, come close. And nap time.
It's weird to me watching herb prices shift around because it's like right now Vigil's Torch is like the stupid expensive one, and seeing all the Widow Bloom and Marrow Root not be like 70 gold a pop. Yep.
Oh, come on, really? Go away. Go away. Yeah, go aggro him.
So is that warrior coming tomorrow or Thursday?
He's going to let me, because I just gave him the, you know, the here's the expectations, here's the issues we've had in the past bringing people in, we don't want those issues again, you know, finding out what situation he's in and why he wants to leave, basically, you know, the basic interview process. And I said, you know, I know it's going to cost money because of server transfer potentially, and stuff like that. So I said, you let me know, and when you are ready to see if we are a good fit, let me know, and I will work you into a rate. May it be if you're available Tuesday, if you're available Thursday, if you're available Sunday, whenever you're available, I will work you in so you can try it out. Currently, he is his guild is on Sludge Fist Heroic, so he has experience in all of the fights.
Okay.
He's 209 Prot Warrior.
So it's not like he's...
No,
taking
he's
it
a
down.
he's a very competent player. He was playing with Kaz the other night, and Kaz said he's a very mechanics-oriented, driven player. Knows his shit. And in fact, during the conversations I had with him, he was talking about his guild's struggle with Darkvein, which is exactly our struggle with Darkvein. And he's like, it irritates me to no end that these these mechanics are being missed when they're same mechanics from normal. He's like, it drives me nuts. And I'm just sitting here in the back of my head. I'm like, preaching to the
The only
choir.
problem I have with that duel is it sounds like he's not a good fit for our group. Our group likes to stand and stuff. Like, we're supposed to stand and stuff, run the blades into the group.
Yes, right. So here's how my view of, that's why I said he should come with us and see if our dynamic works with him. Because I told him, I said, we have done a lot in a short amount of time, but with that being said, we still have some weak links that need to get their shit together or they sit. But from what I was getting from him in the guild he's in right now, and the difference is that his guild isn't doing anything about the people who are failing, and we are actually doing something about the people who are failing.
But are we, though?
We're starting to. I mean, we've been sitting people. Not as much as we should, but we've been sitting people, right?
I mean...
Could we do more? Absolutely.
We've only been sitting 2.
I know. That's why I'm saying, could we
And
do
those
more?
2 were
Yes.
never considered part of the group.
Right. And that's why I said, could we be sitting more? Absolutely. Will we be sitting more? I say yes.
Can... In 10 man... Oh, hold on one sec. That's bullshit. Okay, so in 10 man, do they usually do 262?
226, yeah.
226.
Yeah, 262.
So, I mean, you know, even if we have to get down lean, it's not like I can't switch over to DPS or something.
I mean, you saw what I
Or
did on
yeah.
Elemental. We can switch to whatever we need to make it work.
Yeah, so I mean, we can really lean up.
That's what-
Yeah,
that's-
because I was gonna
yeah.
say all of our healers have a competent DPS spec.
That's what I was saying when I said, could we do more? Yes, we could do more.
There lies the issue. I can only think of our 15 man, 3 that are on the top of the block. Like,
I can think of 4.
Right, which is still not quite enough.
and I mean, that would still leave us at 12 people.
Well, the encounters do scale.
Yeah. What would we do? 228 or 237?
So I think it depends on the healer too.
Yeah, like some of those, like Sun King, I would definitely err towards the side of more healers. But we've already with 15 man, we've already 2 good straight.
I mean, our DPS, barring those select few, are pulling more than our numbers require.
True. Yeah.
It's mechanics that
Yep.
are killing us.
And I will say, consistency in numbers is now the name of the game. Like, we definitely have people who can hit those, but there's some people who just can't consistently pull out. Like, I mean, they'll do, like, a really good one run, and then the next one, they're, like, 800 down.
I know I'm one of those people.
Yeah, but you're also on a Demon Hunter, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, like, your class is notorious for that.
And, like, there will be times where I just get shit for RNG as far as Fury Return.
Oh, sure. That,
I'll just be sitting there for like 5, 6, 7 seconds waiting. to
Wow,
get
this thing's,
my
like,
one ability
beefy,
where
huh?
I'm just auto-attacking.
Right.
And then fucking Sludge Fist pissed me off. Because I changed my legendary based on single target or multi-target. And one of them is my Death Sweep has a chance for my Chaos Strike to do 30 or 50 or 60% extra damage. Well, on last week on our kill, the only time it procced was right before the stomp. Or right before he charged the pillar.
Yeah, so what I'm referring to is, like, how we have a Affliction Lock, which is one of the highest tiered DPS right now, having huge variance in their stuff, while also, like, complaining of mobility.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like-
agree with that one 100%. Like, oh, he was so happy when he did 4K. I looked at, that's 30th
Yep.
percentile.
Yep. Exactly right.
That means he should be doing easy 5 to 6K.
Easy.
I mean, there's some fights where I'm like, but I'm never, if I'm alive through the whole fight, I'm never not parsing.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
because you know what you're doing.
Well, and that kind of goes in hand in hand, though, it goes back to here is what's carrying a lot of our stuff right now, where, you know, that happens, and you know, in that particular case, like that is somebody who just tightening their rotation up is, I mean, that they can almost carry, like, 2 healers worth of DPS. They can almost carry half a DPS if they tighten their rotation. Like, that is huge.
Yeah.
Like, picture Stone Generals with nothing but that one change.
Wow, Stone Legion. Yeah, Stone Legion generals, he should be able to perform pretty good, because I was sitting there thinking, because there's ads in there, which ads do have a tendency to make Affliction a little weaker because they got to get dots up on multiple targets, but
it's only ever, what, like one?
It's always that, yeah, it's only ever one ad up, and that should be the time that he's using Phantom Singularity and Soul Rot, so it's damaging both at the same time and dotting up the... I mean, hell, during that last instance we just did, I was doing my instant dots on packs of 5. You know, just instant dots on packs of 5, and then going to Steed of Corruption.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I feel that way about, like, you know, like, more people play DPS. It's going to be hard to do, like, really great DPS parses because of that. Like, I don't expect any of our DPS to hit purple because of how much play, but,
Yeah.
like, but not hitting a blue consistently is, like, you're basically saying, if out of every 2 people, I am the worst player.
Well,
And
9 times out of 10, he's not even hitting 10. He's not even hitting double digits.
Eight is his favorite number, I think.
And I mean, I get it. I understand the fact that this argument pisses me off. He says, oh, well, there's like, 8,000 people play this class. I'm like, okay, so you're telling me I grab 1,000 people or 100 people,
and
you're only going to do better than 8 of them?
Right. Well, and that's the thing, too, is, like, the more people that play a class, the harder it is to parse high, but the easier it is to parse not low.
Right. And I mean, the argument of how many people are playing Affliction is laughable to me, because have you seen how many people play Resto Shaman, or how many play Unholy DK? And Marcus was pulling high parses most of the time. I pull high parses most of the time. It's like, and we have way more than the Affliction locks do.
But anyway, you know, that we agree on the same problems. Like, as far as tightening up goes, it's like, you know, that's the kind of stuff there. It's like, you know, that would be the first player I would look for, just because it's like, even at their worst, they might be still doing good damage, but there's no mental preparation. Or what stood out to me, two things was the food comment every week when it's not actually correct, and the missing a critical mechanic on Stone Legion when we had already been doing that on normal, the same mechanic for weeks.
Don't get Kevin started on that one.
That really pissed me off when he said, okay, just for reminders again, what abilities do I go where?
The same thing you do on normal.
Right after the explanation.
Right.
Right, and going into, you know, like I said, he may occasionally crank. That's a casual mindset, you know, like that's going to be what holds the group back at some point.
Yep.
But his occasional crank is what we hold everybody else to at a minimum.
Right. Yeah, no, my 4. My 4, I guess I would say, chopping block raiders are Affliction Lock, Frost Mage, one of the 2 Boomkins, and one of the 2 Hunters. Those are my chopping block people, for a variety of reasons.
How can I?
I would say the Affliction Warlock, both mages,
Oh, I forgot about the other mage. Sorry, both mages. Yeah, so 5.
and one of the Hunters.
Yep. And the and you prodded out fine in that if the trend that's happening right now continues, I will remove the one of the 2 Boomkins off that list, because they are improving week to week.
And one of the mages said, straight up told me and Marcus, he doesn't have time to play.
Right.
He doesn't have time to get his gear where it needs to be. If we need to bench him in order to progress, he completely understands, and it won't matter.
I will say one thing, though. That is one player that, when it comes to mechanics, I worry less about.
Yes.
Because he executes the mechanics.
I disagreed with that
on a
first.
Okay higher basis.
Like, I felt for a long time that was not true. But then it just one day, from a healing perspective, it's just like one day it clicked and I was no longer like having to save my B-reses for him.
Now you have to save him for a Hunter.
Yeah. That's one of those where it's like, you know, still puts out great damage enough to keep high damage through.
We have 2 people who show up on raids that can put up high amounts of damage for as long as they're alive. The problem is they don't live long.
Well, no. He sometimes puts up high enough damage that through death, he's averaging high.
Yeah, just imagine if you lived.
That's what I'm saying. He's like another one of those where I'm like, you know, that player dead half the time is still pulling as much as our lock does in the best.
Yeah.
You know. But to that credit too, is that particular hunter is also like that in M+. Like, it is a consistent.
Oh my god.
Like, missed the turn aside. Like, could not.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's a variety of reasons, but that is one of them.
Yeah, I had never like, we were close on a Tyrannicide where we needed to, like, we were basically like couldn't afford a wipe and had to get the kill on the second boss, and we'd still make time. And I had burnt through 3 battle reses, and he still ended up dead.
My thing is my thing that bothers me is when the death happens, and then the follow-up question of, well, what happened to me? That's
In
what
fairness,
drives me nuts.
In
Or blame
fairness,
it on someone else.
how often have
blame
I been prompting to look into this? You know, I mean, like, I'm very like, why did you die?
No one looks at the recap, even though they're dead there for 5 minutes. They can look at the recap.
9 times out of 10, I know why I died.
Oh, me too.
I know exactly what I did, why I did it, and at least 3 ways of how I can avoid it next time. Like, I know on Sludge Fist, I was getting... I don't think I survived the 4th pillar until, like, except maybe 2 pulls. But it was... And another thing that we were talking about, me and Alcrum, the fact that Range has so much trouble managing chains.
Oh my god.
That whole fight, me and Alcrum are chained every time. We get a chain 100% of the time. And we killed each other once. Or
Oh, I'm aware.
Once because of chains.
And on that note, too, I don't know if you looked at our chain breaks leading to deaths or last time, but there was a particular player who also compromised, half of first chain breaks?
It was more than half. At the point you
Well,
asked me
more than
about
half
it, it was
total.
half.
Yeah, more than half total, but like half of the first break was, yeah. And
Is
part
that
of-
those particular
One of the
individuals?
hunters.
yeah.
The hunter. Well, what pissed me off too is, like, there were multiple times in those fights where people were low, right? You were low on health. And what I was looking for then was who's using their defensives, because you can see what they cast and when they cast it on the well logs. And every time that individual died, not to chain breaks caused by them, was to damage, and turtle was never cast.
I use my blur pretty much on CD.
Oh, I use my astral shift on CD.
My blur has 1 minute cooldown. I use it every time he charges a pillar. And if I'm still low after he hits it, if I'm less than half after he hits it, I'm using my health stuff.
Yep. Yeah,
and the next one, I'm using my potion.
you melees have the disadvantage because my healing, or my big healing wave, you're the last ones to get it right before the tank. So you guys do sit a little low on those pillars and roars than other people because the range get it immediately.
I mean, I have no delusions that I'm a great player, but I am a competent player.
And that's more in that. I would rather have a raid full of DPS
So, I don't know,
and healing.
Kind of, I guess, what we just warriors in this one is that we're kind of in that spot where it's like, to actually start seeing real progress, we need to start slimming up, but to hit Mythic, we need to fatten up.
Yeah, and so that's the other conversation I had with him because, you know, he's also in a situation where he really just logs at the beginning of a content. So at the beginning of like season 2, he'll log in, do a whole bunch of stuff, grind himself out to get to the gear he needs, and then he just logs on for raids. That's just what he does. That's the only time that he has. He'll take the time at the beginning of each little patch to gear himself out, and then he'll just log on for raids once he's at that level, right? The thing that I talked to him about was, because I said that next season We would like to get through AOTC and then start to look at Mythic. And he said, well, it's never been my goal to clear something through on Mythic for cutting edge because it usually takes that much more time, which I don't have. And I said, well, at this point, and again, I said at this point, we have people who have families, we've got people who have children, we've got people who have lives. Like, we're not looking to raid 5 nights a week.
Oh no,
it's just not happening.
Literal timing slot and flexibility was good.
I said our focus each and every season will be AOTC first, and then with the time we have remaining, utilizing the same raid schedule to make sure everyone still has time with their families, we will work on the Mythic side.
Yeah.
I said, we're not here to ruin people's lives by saying, okay, well, we want Mythic, so everyone now has to raid 5 nights a week for extra 4 hours a night. No, I mean, not even I would sign up for that, and I would like cutting edge. Like, unless you're paying me, I'm not gonna sacrifice my life for that.
I got about tree fitty.
That'll pay me for about 10 minutes. Then I'm done. Maybe 10 minutes. And you're not going to get my best 10 minutes either. That's what she said. I never give them the best 10 minutes. I save the best 10 minutes for myself. Hello.
$350 would pay me for exactly 6 minutes.
I should do the math. Hold on. Let me pull it. Let's see here.
And that's if I'm not in the water. If I'm in the water, 350 is about 4 minutes.
Shit, how do I even calculate that?
Take your hourly rate divided by 60.
Okay.
And then, let me see here.
Multiply that by the hourly rate again? That's like a percentage, right?
No, and then
It'd be multiply that by...
divide that by 350.
Wait, what's 350?
$3.50.
Oh. Wait, divide... Okay, hold on. Divide, then divide?
Sure, let's try that. See how that comes out.
I don't think that's correct. Alright, let me think about this.
Do 350 divided by your hourly rate times 60.
Yeah, you get 6 minutes from me.
That's more like what she said.
So you make what I make.
If that math lines up, sure.
35.
It will.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's honestly, for the position, because it's contract work, for the position I'm in, it's low for my area. I should be making... I should be making $25,000 a year more than I make right now because of the position in the area. But because it's contract work, I don't get that. If I get converted over, and which I would like to be, so I can have insurance and all that fun stuff and get paid on time, then I probably will make that.
That's literally how it was with one of our devs. Like, he was sitting beside me, came in at the same time. He just came in through a third-party company. Yep. Was leading me. Like, he was the one who taught me, and it was like 6-8 months after got a formal title, and he, with that he got like 20 grand pay bump and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's because so you may be getting. I'm just gonna throw numbers out here, but this is basically how it works: is you may be making $20 an hour. The company that found you is charging $100 an hour for your time. But they're only giving you a fourth of what they're charging. That's how they make their profit.
Yeah.
So
And
like,
since it's a contract, they are required to pay for your services
Right.
for X amount of time before they can offer you a job.
right,
Unless they buy out your contract.
correct.
I used to work for a contract house.
But in this area for IT, that's the only way you're getting it. Is literally the only way that you're getting a job in IT in this area is contract labor.
Yeah. That's fair.
I mean, there's areas where I could make significantly more money doing what I do, but there are areas I don't want to live in. That, at the end of the day, I would still be just as well off as I am now because the cost of living.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, I make 35 where I live in Baltimore.
That's pretty.
Like,
That's pretty good.
In New York, doing the same work, I could be making 90.
Oh yeah.
But the cost of living in New York, I'd probably be worse off.
Or DC. Like, if I were to take my exact position, literally same company, I would have to make almost triple the money.
The thing about DC though, because I only live an hour away from DC, there is a lot of suburbs in Maryland where you can buy, like I have a 4-bedroom house with a office and probably about 150 square foot gaming room. It's only on a third of an acre, and I paid $215, and I'm an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But of course, cost does go up the closer you get to the city.
Absolutely.
But Baltimore, nobody wants to live in Baltimore.
Yeah,
I
I,
mean,
think the
I
farthest
like to
out
come
I could
visit
go
that
for
city. I don't want to
rest-
ever live there. Oh,
Like,
this dude
where-
totally just killed my DPS.
Where I grew up, the house I live in now is a $60,000 house with 3 acres of land.
It's throwing me off because I see your name's Malik, but on my details it's showing your Dalaran.
Yeah, I always change my details. I'm surprised you haven't noticed that. It's changed that way in the raid.
I had you as DualShocks in the raid.
It should show
Yeah.
up as Davram.
I have used DualShocks in the raid.
Yeah, it should show up as Davram.
So these guys are a good cloud burst target. Like
Yeah, yeah,
nice,
yeah.
predictable. Yeah.
Okay, what does this thing do again? We'll figure it out later. We're doing it live.
God, having like triple Riptide is great.
Oh yeah, Riptide with the primordial wave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
just
that just felt
oh my god,
good.
I just got the unborn changeling. Oh, thank God. Yeah, now wait until you get your legendary.
What's Riptide Legendary do?
Riptide Legendary is every 4 Riptides applied to someone, it will apply another one to a nearby target.
Does that count the...
Yep.
Wow.
Because it's being applied.
Yes, that's nice.
Alright, well,
Wait, you're going to bed?
Yes.
That's 8 o'clock?
Yes. I am.
That doesn't sound like you at all.
I know.
You're the one that's always making fun of me.
I know. But I am. And I don't know why. Maybe because I didn't eat any.
I haven't eaten either, because for some reason last night, man, I woke up like coughing and hacking and like the worst indigestion known to man.
Well, let me rephrase that. I haven't eaten anything since Saturday.
Oh wow.
We went to...
Is that the Lindsay Lohan diet you're on there?
No, we went to Fogo de Chao.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a Brazilian steakhouse.
Oh yum.
It's one of those ones where they just walk around with skewers of meat and just cut off chunks on your plate.
My favorite.
And they don't stop. Like
Nope.
It's all you can eat. That was the best $120 I've ever
Oh
spent
yeah.
on a date.
Is that per person or for the whole thing?
That was just for me and my wife.
I was gonna say usually most Brazilian steakhouses are $50 a plate.
Yeah, not bad.
Because I mean, it's like you can literally get like platefuls of filet mignon. So it's like, you know.
Yeah. It was delicious. And yeah, and I'm still full.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm so tired just because my body's trying to digest all that bloody raw meat.
That sounds like an amazing evening.
It was. It was hard to drive home after that.
Oh yeah, I know. I took my buddy to that a steakhouse like that for his birthday a long time ago.
Yesterday we went to the gun range.
I saw that.
I was disappointed
Why's that?
because I have a shotgun.
They probably don't let you use those at a gun range.
Yeah, they do.
Oh really?
They do. But I've never got to shoot mine yet. Because last time I took it to a gun range, they're like, I had buckshot. They're like, oh no, we only shotguns for only slugs here. It's like, okay. So then I went to this one, and I took my slugs. They're like, oh no, we only allow buckshot. Like, son of a bitch.
But you had a shotgun. They should have just allowed you whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Tell you no?
Yeah, you have to check your ammo before they let you in. Like, they have rules. Because I guess the way they're back.
I mean, I was implying threaten them with a shotgun, but yeah.
Oh, they have a lot more guns than I do.
Numbers don't matter if you're fast.
That's right.
True. I do have a 10 rounds coming out of my shot.
Seems excessive.
With 3 magazines.
That seems super excessive. Then again, I'm not a gun person.
I'm not a gun person, but I enjoy having them.
Yeah, like I'm not someone who's gonna sit there and tell you that you're not allowed to have guns or anything like that. I'm just a person that I'm a knife and bow person. That's my realm. Knives and bows.
together, like you shoot knives with a bow?
No, I have throwing knives. I throw
But
them.
how cool would that be? Though?
Oh, I know.
I
Just
do
take a
have a
big,
bow.
just have a big stick and you tie a knife through it and shoot it.
And my daughter, the one that went shooting, with
Archery is
us,
just so much fun.
actually has a $700 setup on her compound bow.
Yeah, mine's super crazy.
I think I paid 11 for mine, like, 12 years ago now. Yeah. But I just enjoy going out and shooting. I'm not the type of person that is gonna stockpile thousands and thousands around
Right.
and shit and have guns that turn into other guns that, you know, hide in a picture frame. I mean, I like to keep enough ammo on hand. I have like 800 rounds. But one day at the range, I shot yesterday about 250 rounds.
Yeah.
So I like to have enough that if I want to go to the range, I don't have to. I can be comfortable going to the range and not have to worry about, oh shit.
Right.
Have to.
Because I assume the ranges
buy
charge a
ammo.
shit ton for ammo.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when I go to like paintball places, I always make sure I bring my own paintballs and full air because that's where they get you at places like that. Is they get you on the essentials.
Yeah. Like, I'm used to paying 25 to 35 cents a round for 9 mil.
Right.
And right now, if you can find it under $1 a round, it's selling quick.
Wow. See, that's like gambling for me, right? Like, I would sit there, like I would be at a gun range and I would be the guy who's sitting there at $1 a round, like literally counting the dollars that I'm spending. Be like cracking shots off and be like, well, that's $1. Well, that's $1. Well, I just spent an entire meal's worth of things on one target. That was a $12 meal that I just shot there.
And I'm not shy to spend money. For me, it's just that spending money is spending money on other things too. You know, like what could I have done?
And my wife keeps me in check on that, because if I didn't have her, I would have more guns. And I would spend more money than necessary on them. Not because I'm like a prepper or anything, but because I think they're neat.
Sure. Yeah.
Just like, you know, like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. I want a pretty gun. Like, have you seen, well, I'm sure you have, The Lost World, Jurassic Park? The gun that Chris Pratt carries in that movie, that gray gunmetal stainless steel, that is a pretty gun.
Yep.
And that's the kind that, I just want something like that mounted over my fireplace. Even though I don't have a fireplace, but you know, as
Maybe
a
someday.
conversation
Maybe
piece.
someday.
Yeah, as a conversation piece, not as practical use. But that gun is $1,700.
Yeah.
That's the last one I had in me. I got bounced for the night.
All right, dude. No problem.
Yeah, thanks.
It's not expensive in the terms of guns, but and those rounds are $4 a piece. And I just cannot justify spending $4 a round.
Oh no, absolutely not. $1 a round's hard for me to like even fathom.
Yeah, that's why I'm actually almost out of 45 because I refuse to pay more than $1 a round. I refuse to pay more than 60 cents a round.
Like, I'm not a gun person. You brought up Jurassic Park. I'm not a gun person, but I always enjoyed the shotguns from the very first Jurassic Park. You know how they look like it's just a handheld shotgun, then they pulled back and they had the, like, butt for your shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
I thought those were so cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I like shiny things. And I just spent $750 on computer parts.
Yeah. I see. I would where you're buying ammo and stuff like that. I'm the guy who spends like $800, $1,200 on a hand forged sword or knife.
Yeah, I can honestly I can see that too. I maybe not that much, but I can see myself dropping a couple $100 on that.
Yeah, like if you get like a well hand forged balanced like that, you pay far out the ass. Like my 1.5 hand sword that I have it's not as balanced as I would like, but it was like a $800 piece, I think.
Yeah.
All hand forged.
And that's the kind of stuff my son enjoys. He, not swords, but he likes to play with forge. Like I built a little garden bucket forge.
How do you get a garden bucket forge to heat up enough?
Charcoal.
Okay. It doesn't melt the garden bucket?
No, you line it like those, what was it? It's like the 2.5 gallon galvanized steel pail, and then you fill it halfway up with I forget what it was we used, but it was like a fireplace cement, and then I put a scuba bottle in the middle.
Okay.
To displace the wet cement until it dried. So
Okay.
it had like a 2-inch layer all the way around it.
Okay.
Then I drilled a hole at a 45 and put took an old fire extinguisher, chopped the top off, and that was kind of my can. We was just using it to melt aluminum.
Sure.
And took a hairdryer as my billows.
Okay. I was gonna say, learning how to forge in charcoal is really good because that's a challenging one because you gotta control that heat a lot better than you do on just a normal propane.
Yeah.
Takes more skill.
Yeah, he or it wasn't a forge, it was a foundry.
Okay.
Just to melt metal. And then I've seen videos of coffee can forges and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But
Then
it's
you
kind of stuff.
gotta get yourself a quench tank.
Yeah. Like my son watches Forged in Fire.
I know. I'm waiting for new episodes to hit Netflix
Yeah.
because only season 6 is on Netflix.
The one me and my wife watched a whole season yesterday. Blown Away.
Is that on Netflix?
It is on Netflix. It's glass blowing.
Oh, yeah. That's cool, but not as cool.
Right. And some of the stuff people do with glass.
Oh, it's amazing.
It is.
There's a guy at the Renaissance Fair that I go to, and his glass pieces are absolutely like I could sit there an entire day watching him blow glass and never go to anything else because it's so amazing to me. Like, these tiny, 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 tiny little things have so much detail. Like, I'm talking like a dragon that's like no bigger than my thumb with beautiful detail in the wings and the head and the horns and the tail. And the thing's so small.
Yeah, the thing with glass though, and that show, it was. I felt so bad because they'd be like 20 minutes left. They'd go to put their piece back in the furnace to just touch
To seal it
something
all up. Yep. Or to touch something up, yeah.
And it would just fall off and shatter.
Yep.
Like, that sucks.
Yeah, I would be terrified if I was the dude at the Renaissance Fair doing it because he's a big dude and he sits on this chair, and the furnace that he uses, all that he uses is basically think of it as like a propane torch with an extendable tube on it that comes up through his table. And that thing is like super close to him. It's like a straw out of a drink with a flame coming out. And he works with everything right in front of him, and he's got a beard like Santa Claus. I'm like, when's that beard gonna catch fire?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Yeah, they've got two glass blowers at Renaissance Fair. One that does little tiny pieces like Christmas ornaments, and that's that guy. Very precision. And then another glass blower that they make big ornaments. And then also these really cool like glass bowls that you put in like one of those little goldfish ponds you can put outside, and they kind of drift together, and they're thick glass so they can bang together, and they basically like music chimes in the water.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're much thicker glass because they're meant to sit in water and bang against each other.
Alright, well, I'm going to bed.
Alright, man. You have a good night. I hope you sleep well, and I will see you tomorrow.
Yep. Catch you later.
Oh my god, we have 3 warlocks on right now.
Yeah, I'm on mine. Running destruction.
Are your Voltimet?
Yeah.
How do you like Destro?
I've always played Destro.
So I've never liked Destro for the sheer fact of I'm like, if I want to play a mage, I'm going to play a mage. It just didn't have the warlocky feel to me. And that's a me problem, not a game problem.
For the fact that good with the
It is. Alright, let's dot this bitch up. Drain life does not do as much as it used to as far as healing. I remember back in the day, I could just drain life tank and it would just.
What are you running on your warlock?
Affliction. I've always ran Affliction. I dabble sometimes in demonology, but usually I always come back to Affliction. Just for the sheer fact that, like, I view the Warlock as the dot class of the game, and so I always try to use the spec that's, I guess, most represents the class in my mind. Yeah. They're the dot pet class. So I usually go that way. I did do destruction at one point when I was asked to by a guild, but I didn't like the experience. I just was like, if I'm gonna play a mage, then I'm just gonna roll a mage. But I do have to say though, like the chaos bolts and stuff like that, they have a cool particle effect. Like they look cool. And the chaos bolts hurt like hell in PvP. You see a Destro lock, and they get a chaos bolt off on you, and you're like, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, I was watching some PvP stuff, which was what got me back into playing the Warlock.
They're brutal in PvP. All specs of Warlock are brutal in PvP.
How can I? Now, where did I put?
Never played Demonology.
The Warlocks are just so scary because not only can they output the damage, but they're tanky as shit. Destro is probably the least tanky of all of them, but their damage, their burst potential is crazy. Like, Affliction really doesn't have a burst potential, but if they dot you up, like, your healer in PvP struggles. Because it's just constant. And then you've got things like Unstable Affliction, where if they dispel, like, by default, healers see something that they can dispel, and they automatically dispel it. If you dispel Unstable Affliction, you put your player in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Because that sucker, like, it does 1900 damage over, right now at my level, which is 54, 1900 damage over 16 seconds. Okay, that's manageable. You dispel it, it not only silences the player, but does 4,000 damage over 4 seconds. So it's like they took a couple ticks of it normally, then all of a sudden they're taking 1,000 damage a second, plus they're silenced. Like, oof. And as a healer, I am just programmed, when I see something I can dispel it. It's just like PvP with Shadow Priests. They have a talent where if you dispel Shadow Word Pain, it automatically fears you. And like it catches me off guard all the time when I'm healing on my shaman because I see something that's causing damage that I can dispel. I dispel it, and then I'm like, shit, now I'm feared for like 5 seconds. It's punishing.
I like the Soul Rot though. Fantastic.
That is destruction, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I don't have Soul Rot.
It's for the Night Flare.
Oh yeah, then I have Soul Rot because I'm Nightfall. Yeah. The AOE dot.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I have 2 AOE dots. I've got Phantom Singularity and that, so like I can put out some pretty decent AOE dot damage.
It's a big lifesaver when you're taking lots of damage really quickly.
Yeah, because it heals you, yeah?
Yeah, it lets me drain life from
multiple targets.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I have to do better in dungeons. That when I put Soul Rot on something that I use Drain Life instead of Drain Soul. Because Drain Life does less damage than Drain Soul, and it costs more mana, but it heals you, is the caveat there. But when I've got Soul Rot, I can drain from multiple targets, and I'm just not in that practice of doing that.
Oh, they're nerfing Mythic Rapture.
It needs nerf. That's Destro, right?
No, that one's for Affliction.
Wait, what? Why don't I have it?
Mythic Rapture?
Is it something I just don't have on my bar?
It's the one that does damage for all the dots you have on your targets.
You want to know something dumb? I don't even have it on my bar. That's how noobish of a warlock I am right now. I don't even have it on my fucking bar. Yeah, it needs nerfed. I know that needs nerfed. I just didn't know who has it, you know? Alright, what do I have to return to you? Lady wanted to... Oh, I just had to find her, okay. God, my DPS could have been stupid in that last dungeon. That's what I get.
There's nobody doing it.
The DPS is gonna be... It takes a minute. Alright, let's see how much stuff I can pull.
I got a Tally tank with me, one of my buddies from an old guild. He's running, he's like 200 or something. Should be fun.
Alright, I played that horribly wrong.
Pulling another clothy.
Let's try that again. What was that?
I'll pull in another clothy so I can
If I was 60, I would come
whatever
with you,
gear
but
I
I'm
don't
not.
need.
But I'd steal your loot anyways. Yeah, see, that was a time where I should have... I had soul rot on something, and I didn't hit drain life, and I died because I had like a billion mobs on me because I was just sciencing something. Let's pull out the Void Walker, shall we? Oh yeah, that's some damage right there. I'll take it. Malefic Rupture uses soul shards, I see.
Oh, I don't have the halls with home at flight point.
Oof.
I'm lacking. But I got sanguine.
Little sanguini. Sounds like a... I call it sanguini. I'm like, that sounds like an Italian dish. Would you like some garlic bread with your sanguini? It's just like a mama used to make.
I had some garlic bread yesterday, actually. It was great.
I can't have carbs though. I can still do like some garlic bread if I use the no carb bread, but it's just not the same as the old Texas toast. Good old Texas toast. So unhealthy, but so delicious.
I eat way too much bread. I eat too many. I eat like sandwiches every day because like it's the easiest thing to make that I can take to work with me. And then usually at dinner, somebody brings something that's bread related.
Oh sure. We're in America. It's all about them carbs.
Yeah. Kind of sad they're nerfing Holy Pally heals.
Really?
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how much. And I just got
I
that
don't
bad
think
boy
I don't
upgrade
think
too.
their heals need nerfed. I think their damage needs nerfed.
I don't really do all that much. I think mine does like 2K somewhere.
Yeah,
around.
I mean, like, if you're looking at the like Mythic first guilds, they run 2 Holy Paladins because there are times where they're like, we can 2 heal this, so 2 Holy Paladins go DPS, and they pull like 4K DPS just DPSing.
I do like being in melee range.
Yeah.
The Holy Pally. I like doing that.
Yeah, I don't know how many Holy Pallies I've grouped with over the past couple like weeks, and it's like some of them get it where they're in melee range, they're doing DPS, like they're doing what they're supposed to do, and then some I get where they literally just sit back and heal, and I'm like, you know, you are not doing things effectively if you're just sitting back and healing.
Well, as long as they hit flash heal or prayer light or whatever the fuck it's called for their beacon target, they're still building up their holy charges.
True. You can just build it up.
Which helps save mana.
Yeah, you can just build it up faster if you're meleeing with judgments and what is it,
Well, they can
Crusader
use their
Strike or
range.
whatever it is.
Yeah. In their in the oh man, what's that one?
Ow! It's a trap.
Flashlight or something like that.
Yeah, and I've always been a huge advocate of like healers should be doing DPS. Like, I've just always been a huge advocate of whatever DPS you can throw is DPS. Like I've just always played MMOs that way, where it's like if you've got mana and you're sitting on your hands not sure what you're supposed to do, you can be damaging something.
Yeah, I usually do damage when on any of my healers. Whenever I have the downtime.
Like even if it's just like for me, like on my shaman, sometimes it's just flame shock, and it's still more damage than I was doing without flame shock. It's more damage than the group was having, so it's like it's helping. Regardless if it's super damage or not, that's beside the point. It's damage that wasn't there before. And in fights like Sludge Fist and stuff like that, that little bit of damage, that goes a long way at the end.
Yeah. Legendary.
What's that?
I have a demon hunter that's a tank. I need to get my legendary for my fiery brand.
Oh, yep. As a tank, that's the one you want.
But I gotta kill Sludge Fist to get it.
Ah. Oh, you should be able to do it on LFR.
Yeah. I gotta watch some videos for the raid fights so I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, LFR, I mean, LFR will give you a general knowledge, but you won't actually have to execute mechanics really, so. Bloody tool traps.
Like, I'm pretty confident I can do it.
Oh, yeah, I no doubt. My thing is, anyone and everyone can do it. It's just, will you do it? Do I have something to disarm this thing with? Or is it just my fist? That doesn't count. Is there something I'm supposed to use to disarm these fuckers? Disarm 6 trap tools. What did it say? The Spriggan, like our cruisers must obey rules. You need you'll need shimmer dust from the baskets. Thread made of gossamer for the harp.
Yeah, I already got my legendary that I need for this guy.
Oh.
I was thinking
For your.
I just haven't done any Torghast with it yet, so I don't have any Soul Ash or anything.
Which legendary?
I got the one that gives me the Conflagrate, 1 additional charge, and it reduces cooldown.
Oh, you're talking about your warlock. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about your holy paladin.
No, I got the one that one needs. It extends. My Hammer of Wrath does more damage. And
Oh, that's the one you're using, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It increases duration
The Queen
of Avenging
watches
Wrath,
over us.
and
Oh wow, I didn't expect you to use that one.
The wheel welcomes you.
I was gonna do the one that extends my light of dawn to 40 yards.
That wouldn't have been the one I would have guessed either. I would have guessed you were using the one with Holy Shock puts a shield on your target.
I think I had that one.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
that's
about making it,
Yeah.
but that'll be for dungeons.
yeah, that's like the one that all like raid paladins are using.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, there's I guess it's obviously open to interpretation. And whatever one you feel comfortable with. I just know I was studying that the other day in case I go holy on my prop paladin at any point, and that was the one that they were all running. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, cheering. I see.
I'll have to check it out, see how it works for raids.
Yeah.
See if it might be better. Then I can always just switch.
All right, I have to pay attention to what he's saying. I know you win. We turn.
I did tank some Torghast layers 6 and 7 with my.
Let's begin. All right, what am I supposed to do?
Only because we couldn't get a tank at the time.
Is it flex?
Yeah, it was actually pretty fun running through Torghast.
It is flex.
I don't know what the combination of anima powers I got, but I was doing like 70k DPS.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Paladins do a lot of damage in there. All right, what's the next one? Do I have to click in? You didn't tell me a secret.
I tried playing
Okay, we're
Holy
good.
Pally in BFA, and I was terrible at it.
Was Holy Pally in BFA, was it still a combat healer, or was it a stand back and just heal?
It was a combat healer, kind of like it is right now.
Yeah, see, I played combat healer on my Paladin before it even existed, when it was way back in like Wrath. And it was a lot of fun, but your healing, you didn't do as much healing as you probably could have, but nowadays it's a lot of fun if you can get it down. It's a lot of fun. It's just different, you know.
Yeah, I like it. I was running Discipline Priest at the start. I would have ran Holy if it was better, but it's really not that great.
Thank you.
They need to speed up this chat interaction on this. Like, I don't know if they expect people to
Most
read
of my
forever,
tunes
but
that are like capable of rating normal and stuff, they're all healers.
yeah, I've always healed or tanked. Like, I wanna get better at DPS, which is why I'm working on my Warlock, but I've always healed or tanked. Yeah, they need to speed up this text a little bit. Like, the key word is usually in the last line. This takes forever. This takes for absolute ever.
There was one night I wasn't in the raid because I got home from work late, and me and my friend Breezy were watching your stream. you're going crazy. It was very entertaining.
Oh, I don't know this one.
I like large costumes, and I cannot be barricaded.
I think it was when Markdoll was in the raid with you guys. You
Well,
were talking about
sorry.
merging.
Yeah, I was flipping out about what? I do that a lot during raids.
about the other shaman wasn't purging stuff.
In a raid?
Yeah. And then everybody was like worrying about loot and stuff, and you're like, let's just pull this boss, man.
Oh yeah, that sounds like me. Dude, I got moments where like there's a couple of my VODs that I've clipped where like I'm yelling, like top of my lungs because I'm so pissed off about stupid shit. Some gifts gratefully accepted. Try out with us. Usually failing. Some ask permission, but always thanks. Oh god, we gotta do this all. Man, I might abandon this quest because this thing sucks.
Which reminds me, I need to reinstall Switch.
I actually decided I tried tonight. Wait, I did think. Oh, I didn't target him. I've actually been researching and stuff for a while, and I decided to do a live stream on YouTube tonight. Actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it's like because I can push higher quality on YouTube than I can on Twitch. But on top of that, like Twitch is so in the Stone Age with their infrastructure and stuff, and like I've been streaming on Twitch for like 4.5 years and am about the same size. Part of that's obviously my consistency in the past, but it's also part because Twitch has zero discoverability features for small to medium-sized streamers. Like they promote their big guys because that's who makes them money. And also like their rule enforcement team is very inconsistent. And when you qualify for partner, like some people will get all the check marks for partner, and like they'll get declined like 5 times before Twitch will finally make them a partner. YouTube's been around for so long and are so set in their ways. They've got good discoverability. Their algorithm's a little but it's like great discoverability for new people, and their partnership requirement is all automated. Once you hit all the check marks, you apply, and it's just a matter of time before they turn it on for your side. And it's just, and they're very consistent in their rules because everything is built in automated. So like, there's no way there's like, you know, the system is going to give you strikes and you're gone. There's no way to come back once you're gone. And I don't know. I just like the system better. So I decided to, oh my god, I don't know what this, the slightest lapse in decorum can, oh. Damn it! I'm abandoning this quest, it's stupid. I'm supposed to emote at this guy based on his riddles, and I can't figure this one out, and I keep losing it, so I'm just going to abandon it. I don't need it. But yeah, it's just, I just wanted to try it out. Like, I've never tried Facebook gaming out, and I've never tried YouTube. I'll probably never try Facebook out because I'm just not a fan of Facebook itself. But you know, and when you look at the overall like size of YouTube gaming versus Twitch as far as streaming, it's like Twitch has over 2 million like viewers like every day, where Facebook or for YouTube live streaming it's like 700,000. So it's very, very small. But then if you look at the actual growth rates behind the two platforms, Twitch is growing at like a 2-3% a year as far as the viewers, where Facebook is like, or Facebook and YouTube are growing at, or not Facebook, sorry, YouTube's growing at like 30 to 40% a year.
Yeah. Because
the potential's there. And like people are like, if anyone wants to go watch a video, no one's gonna be like, hey, go check out this person's VOD on Twitch. They're like, go check out YouTube. So I'm like, I think the potential for YouTube to be a meaningful competitor to Twitch in the future is very high. Also, you don't necessarily have to worry about like I'm not getting paid that much by Twitch anyways. Just I usually average like 7 to 10 subs, so it's like whatever, you know. I get paid maybe 4 times a year for, you know, pennies on the dollar, a couple bucks, you know. And YouTube, it's all based on ad revenue, so it's you don't have to worry about that stuff. Now, people can sub to your channel if they want to, but you just generate money on YouTube, even no matter how small, just by being on YouTube once you get partnership. So I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna try it out, see what it's. see what it's about. I aside from their dashboard being shit, it was super simple to set up and seems to be working well. So I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back in.
Alright.
All right, chat. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back in just a moment. Stand up, stretch, get a drink. Be right back.
In the face of so much hate and cruelty, in my mind's eye, my angel's all I see. But when the end finally comes, I won't despair. I'll just keep on hoping I might see you there. Maria. See your ghost.
All right. Oh. I missed my cue as I was away. Wait, what did it say? Oh, shit. I wasn't queued. Damn it, Siler. Is that all I needed? Was one hammer? Okay. What is this?
What shall I craft next?
Where's your hammer?
Queen watches over us.
You're welcome. Booby trapped tools disabled or destroyed. Wait, didn't I ban this one earlier? Yeah, I did. Go away. The queue time. 7 minutes for a DPS, it's actually not bad. Not too shabby. We got an herb over here. Alright. Wow, 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 wow. You're just making it worse. What is this? Beat the Mana Storms after she becomes very cross with you and Salt of Violet Hold. I think we've got all. Wait, Violet Hold? Oh, yeah, that's right. You fight Maleficent and Millhouse is there. Right. She's the final boss. I forgot. It's been so long.
Watch the shadows.
Alright, well, that area's done. I guess I can just go do some of these. Well, I guess I got quest down. Oh, that's Tyrannus Scythe. Wait, didn't I do Tyrannus Scythe earlier? Oh yeah, it's available to turn in. Duh. Pay attention to your damn
I should have something for you.
moron. Ya moron? That's me? Oh, let's go turn this one in. That seems like a pretty far drop. Let's not go that way. All right. Where's the anime drop off here? Oh, there's your Sarah. Do I not get the anime drop off till 60? I bet I don't get this till like 60. How you, Sarah?
I am bound to both the dream and the
Yeah, it's supposed to be right here. Yeah, I must not get that till 60. Alright, that makes sense. Okay.
From the mists of the mountains, a deafening call bellows down over the plains. On a host of battle worn, is it just fall pushing down through the thunder and rain?
There's some really cool like spirit shape forms.
They have suffered too long.
I guess they're like random drops or something that you can farm for, which I think is kind of cool.
Of the spirit to the roars of
I don't think they make any difference, but they look cool.
echoes are all that remain. And my voice is my violence. Clear the skies.
All right, was those an upgrade? Those are an upgrade. I want to keep this because I keep all those.
Sons of the snow, we will not fall under these blows for
I guess I'm keeping everything because I'm doing I'll do enchanting.
and our voices are lifted into this southern god song.
Yeah, we'll do enchanting. So all right, let's finish the Night Fae. Aiding the Night Fae. Did we get anything out of this? We should be able to. We should be get their weapon transmogs, right? Yeah, we get weapon transmogs.
Conquer the anger and ravenous rage. Make it a part of your power. Pummel it down, let your bloodlust engage. Under your force they will cower.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop here. was looking at my map. Give me a break. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I want this herb before I take my invite. Boom. Is this necrotic wake? Necro wake? Is it necro wake? Oh god. Oh god. Wow, I almost killed it down. I don't even have my right pet out. Well, this should be a quick and easy XP. What's up?
I need to get the flight point that was close to the Halls of Atonement.
Ah, okay.
And I ran past it.
Ah, gotcha.
I don't have a target.
Bastion shall be laid to waste. Can escape the storm.
I love how they didn't dispel me. They didn't dispel me at all. Gotta dispel the dude once everyone gets out of the circle.
Can escape the storm.
Can I escape artist that? Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably can. I bet you I can escape artist that. What is this freaking druid doing? Why are you running in circles? She dispels herself. Come on, battle res. I believe in you, druid. Pop out, battle res, pop back in. I doubt I'll have loot on this one. What's that?
I gotta wait till tomorrow for the world bus to come up.
Yeah, if you haven't done it already, or if you've done it already.
Yeah, I did it this week. Thought I did it. But I guess I did.
It's Ardenweald this week, I think.
Yeah, I definitely did that one.
It's the one down in the Mist of Tyrannus Maze. God damn
I'm
it.
trying to think of which tunes I haven't done it on.
I would stop for that herb, but honestly, I don't want to deal with all this shit attacking me. It looks like it's kind of a far drop. I'm gonna do it anyway. Music of the storm. Oh god, these are big dudes. I'm gonna die here. Oh, I didn't die. What mount are you looking at?
Huh? Oh, the Morrowfang reigns from the Necrotic Wake.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yep, yep. I'm sure that zone ability is supposed to be something. God, this is not a good place to be for a dungeon. Probably gonna come out of this dungeon and like immediately get attacked. Just enter it, just enter it, go, go, go! Don't look back! Don't stop believing! Oh, I could use you. Come here. Oh, I really need a repair bot. Cool. Boop, boop.
So did
boop,
you start playing
boop.
in Wrath, or was it before that?
I beta tested this game.
Oh, dang.
Yep, beta tested it.
Intruders, you will be devoured.
I think I started playing at like the end of Cataclysm. Only because a couple of my buddies I was in the army with I used to hang out with them. That's all they did was play World of Warcraft.
I got some weird lag on this one. Holy
Eventually I
shit.
started playing it.
There we go. Lag cleared up.
They all stopped playing like shortly after I started, and then I got into it like hard. I was on it daily for hours. It's crazy.
Yeah. MMOs will do that to you. Like, you know?
I got into ESO for a while, and then I stopped playing that for a few years. Started up again just last year.
I struggled with ESO. Like, I like the concept of it, I don't know, I struggled with it.
Yeah, I don't really touch it anymore.
I've dabbled around in just about every MMO that's ever existed, but I primarily played EverQuest back in the day, and I still hop on and play EverQuest every now and again just because I love it. But you know, I EverQuest to WoW, and then from like I played ESO, I played Star Wars Galaxy, I played the Star Wars Old Republic, I played Final Fantasy. I've played just about every MMO that's ever existed, at least for a short amount of time.
I played the Final Fantasy one a bit. I think my highest level character on that was like level 30.
Okay, yeah. Right around EverQuest, I played Ultima Online, which is another oldie that not many people know about.
I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
It was a 2D MMO. EverQuest was the very first 3D MMORPG. Curious if Shadow Bolt might not be more damage than Drain Life. Bro, you need to get in there. There you go. Alright, let's see if they pull the correct side this time. Oh, he is. boss is gonna jump this way, boys. We might want to move. This is not a good idea. All right, this is what we're doing. Okay, this is what we're doing. This is why you don't want to do it that way. Oh my god, those things aren't attacking us? Okay, there it goes. That was scary. That was scary on so many levels. Oh. I guess no one squishy the little guys. I should have stayed back and squishy the little guys. But I'm already a little guy. Bro, I've done this on like a plus something. Don't you worry, you can pull and do whatever you want here, man. Nice. Did you aggro that tentacle? Oh shit.
only did like 0.200.
Dude, this dude is like nuking me with his goddamn bow. Here, let me take care of it for you. There you go.
You will not stop me. My blades will rend your flesh. I will slay you where you stand. Fear the dagger in the dark. My blades will rend your flesh. I will slay you where you stand.
I was saying, are we having no interest in killing those guys? I guess not. Shake, 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 shake. Let's get it. This will be the last dungeon, chat, and then I'm heading off for tonight.
Welcome. We've been expecting you.
I need to get to 180 before tomorrow.
For fun raid.
Yeah. I was gonna do it last Tuesday, except for I didn't have any DPS characters that were able to do it. All I have is healers.
Oh, I consumed that even though like everything was dead? Lame. Fucking lame. This fight sucks as a warlock because literally we have to like I like once she's down under the ground, like I can't DPS her anymore. Mortal Coil is always nice.
I like it for the 20% heal.
Yep.
That's really all I use it for. I don't need to fear anything or scare it away.
Smackety smack, smack, smack. These tentacles are so easy. Oh, dude, don't go through the middle.
So is it still? I wonder if it still heals for 20% even in PvP.
I believe so. It's the fear that you want in PvP though. The heal is nice, but it's the fear you want to get people off of you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hearth. Nope, nope, nope. Get the hell away from me.
And it's not that long of a cooldown either.
45 seconds.
Oh, that's the one I want. Legendary. Wilfred Sigil of Superior Summoning. Every soul shard reduces my summon infernal by 1.5 seconds.
Ah, seems good. All right, so I'm taking the
Since
exact
the
spec.
majority of almost like single target damage and stuff. comes
Except Burning
from
Rush. They take
when
Burning
my
Rush.
Infernal's up.
Some are taking Dark Pact. Yeah, and everyone's using the exact same. Everyone's using the exact same legendary. Alright. Well, I wonder what the spec is for dungeons. So, I've got the spec for raiding. What's the spec for dungeons, I wonder? My guess is it's probably pretty close to the same. Look at the... Yep. Yeah. Okay, so it's the same spec regardless. Okay. It's the same spec regardless. Cool. All right, chat. It is that time when I gotta go. I've had fun. YouTube was kind of cool. I kind of like it. We'll do more of these. We'll see. We'll test it over the long haul here. Right? Twitch isn't going anywhere, so why not? Why not? And it looks like a couple of my community members came over, so that's cool too.
Killed me.
So that's cool too. But guys, I am going to get out of here.
The boss, like right on top of me.
Oof. Maybe I get an outro. I'm getting ready to head to bed, man. So I will catch you later.
All right, have a good one.
Yep. So yeah, we'll probably do some more of these. So yeah, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe to the channel if you would. Turn the notification bell on. I'm usually streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll see how this pans out. We'll see where this goes. So, but thank you very much, all those who tuned in. Very, very, very much appreciate it. Thanks for those who came over from the Twitch side of things to hang out with us over here. I really appreciate that as well. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I will be back on Thursday for raiding. Yep, so I'll be back on Thursday for Heroic Castle Nathria. But aside from that, guys, please be safe out there. Take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you on Thursday.
Just let you go. Turn around again. Find yourself. It's not half as bad as you thought it was. It's not an epic that you live. We can dress it up in red if that's how you want it. But you better get out tonight. We'll still hold you back from the edge. Don't watch this fool. Don't waste your money on another broken renegade. Do it now.